I have a feeling I know why your manifestations are not showing up in your 3D realm, and it's most likely because you're constantly contradicting yourself. I literally had an aha moment like 2 weeks ago now, and I've been studying the law of assumption, I've been studying manifestation, I've been studying it all, right? But I was constantly still contradicting myself. I would tell myself 1 minute, I have it, it's done. Then I'll be like, oh, well, what about the how, when, where, contradiction. Because when you know something, you're not worried about the how, when, or where. Because you know that it's done. And you know that everything is happening at the same time. And you just have to align yourself with the frequency of your desires. Because you know that, right? There's no in between, okay? You either don't know or you do know it. There's no in between. If you don't know, then the manifestation just won't happen. But if you do know, and if you assume that it's true, and you know that, then it will happen. Another thing to have to say is stop focusing on the 3D. Honestly, I used to think that detaching completely from your 3D was not a good thing. Like, I used to think this, I'd be like, there's no fucking way you can just completely detach from your 3D. You have to be connected to it in some type of way, right? No. Because I really feel like if you hold any connections, any attachment to the 3D, that is just what's going to leave you stagnant. That's just what's going to leave you in the same spot. Because you're connecting to the 3D and you're attaching to the 3D. You're identifying yourself with the 3D. Fuck the 3D. Forget the 3D. Stop checking for it. Once you know something, it's done. And that's it. There's no in between. There's no I'm unsure. You're either sure or you're not sure. And that's probably a huge reason as to why it's not happening, why your manifestations are not happening. The law of assumption is a constant thing. We're always assuming things, right? You can't turn it on, you can't turn it off, you can't flip a switch. It's always happening. We're always assuming things, even with the smallest things. I could literally tell myself, oh, like this store is gonna be hella busy today because it's Friday and everybody's families are coming. Da, 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 da. I go to the store, it's really packed, it's really busy. I did that because I was so confident in the fact that this store is going to be busy, and it was busy. Just bring that into other aspects of your life. The only way to allow your desires to materialize is to align yourself with those desires. Okay? And the person that has all these desires are not worried about the when, where, and how. That's the last thing on their mind. If anything, they're in the present moment. If anything, they're grateful. If anything, they're, they got the hobbies going. They got the hobbies going. They got the good habits going. That is the alignment of your desires. Contradiction is just what is going to leave you stagnant. And it's all you. It's literally all you. There's nothing outside of you that is causing these things to happen. You're assuming things. People unconsciously manifest things into their life without even knowing that it was them. Like, you ever had that aha moment and you were like, I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, you manifested it. We can literally do that with anything in our lives. So, high chance that your manifestation is being put on hold is because you're putting yourself on hold. There's nothing outside of you that is prolonging it. There's nothing outside of you that is making you wait for it. You are the only one that's making yourself wait for it. Because you have to believe that manifestation is hard. Manifestation takes time. Manifestation is a process. It's really not. It's really not. It's just like the moment you claim it, it's done. That's it. I feel like if you continue holding on to the belief that it is a process, then that's what it will be. You're gonna go through shitty times in order to get to your manifestation because you hold a belief that I have to go through hell to get to my heaven. It doesn't have to be that way. You see what I mean? Our assumptions create everything. Our thoughts create our assumptions, and our assumptions create our reality. So stop contradicting yourself. Trust and know in your desires and in your assumptions, and really allow yourself to immerse in your imagination. Forget the 3D, forget the circumstances. The law of assumption could care less about the 3D, okay? They could care less about it. So you need to stop caring about it too. Allow yourself to immerse in your imagination. There's nothing wrong with that. People may call you crazy, people may call you dumb. Let them. And play dumb while you're at it. Let them. Also, let me throw in this quote because it's life-changing. Okay? You only get what you are, not what you want. Allow that to sink in, and really allow it to sink in. Like, you're gonna have that aha moment when all this information just clicks for you. Because like how I said, I've been studying this stuff, but I'm still contradicting myself. I didn't really understand like the depth of it yet. And then one morning I literally feel like I jumped portals, but I shifted. And one morning it was like, aha, I got it. I'm in control. I've always been in control. Like, God is within me. I am God. Like, you're basically the power. The kingdom of God is within you. Okay? You've always been in control. You've always been in control. One morning it was just like, boom. I was like, whoa. Okay. So let me start assuming shit. And I started putting up these tests. I started doing little fun, tests to really prove to myself that I am in power here. I am in control here, right? It's really fun to do. Like, have fun with it. Don't make it a chore. Have fun with it. Okay, so the first one I did was the number 8. I was telling myself, and I was assuming, I see the number 8 everywhere I go. Number 8 just won't leave my side. I see it everywhere I go, and I'm doing robotic affirmations. I'm doing I'm saturating my mind as well, and I'm visualizing the number 8. And literally the next day I got like a small reading, and the woman was like, the number 8 is very significant. And I was like, okay. It was like the first thing, and I was like, okay, let me try something else. So I was like, what's that song by Snoop Dogg, Sexual Seduction? That song, like, who's gonna play that song? You know what I'm saying? Like, very rare to be heard and stuff like that. And I was like, I hear that song everywhere I go. Sexual seduction, sexual seduction. Okay, so like, I'm saying this. Next day, my big sister plays the song. And I was like, no way you played that. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, that's so crazy. And she was like, I actually haven't heard this song in years, but she played it that day. And I was like, So I was like, let me try another one. And one of my coworkers, he had like a little mini fro. And I was telling myself, next time I go to work, he's gonna have a low taper fade. Yeah, he's gonna cut all of his hair off. Yeah, he's gonna cut it all off. I go to work 2 days later, his hair is cut into a low taper fade. I said, no fucking way. Okay, that was me, dude. That was fucking me. And then I asked him, I was like, when did you cut your hair? He said, oh, like 2 days ago. 2 days ago was the day that I claimed that he cut his hair. That was me. And then I was like, this is fucking crazy. I'm gonna try it again. So I'm literally just proving to myself I am in control. I'm the one doing this. I'm doing this. So I do another one. And I was like, I see sky blue cars everywhere I go. Very rare, right? The sky blue cars. It's unlikely to see that. Probably like 2 days, 3 days later, I see 3 sky blue cars back to back. Within the time of 5 minutes, I seen 3 sky blue cars. And I was like, this is it. This is real. This is me. I'm in control. I've always been in control. If you do not want something to happen in your life, stop feeding into it. If it is not aligned with things that you desire, stop feeding into it. Start assuming what you want. Start stating what you want. So, yeah. And that's that. Bye.